Welcome to Marcus May Adventures. As always, I'm Scott. Today we're wrapping up the mechanical issues on, well, I know of known mechanical issues on old Dora, the Exploda here, as the nickname has become, our 94 Dakota. So as I showed you in the last video, we have a problem with the water pump pulley. It's decided it didn't want to be part of the water pump anymore, so we're gonna have to get that off. I gotta put a new O2 sensor on to go with the new cat. Then we're gonna pull the back brakes or tires off and do wheel cylinders and shoes. We might also do a little bit of work on the interior. I've got another Dakota. This one's actually going away because it was down, and excuse me, and it's gonna be down for a while to do all the work that need to get done on it, so we can get registered and all that stuff. My kid needed something to drive, and while he's still working on that, he's a few weeks off probably from having that on the road. Stumbled across another Dakota. We'll do a more thorough walkthrough on that one, but it's a similar miles, like 120 something thousand miles on this one, but it's all original body panels, at least. A 5.2. Wind came through and grabbed some of our boxes. Their apple trees looking pretty though. Everything blooming, looking pretty. But so yeah, we got the so it's a 92 5.2. It passed emissions and no problems. But so we're gonna take all the good stuff off, but it's it's just a regular LE model, so manual windows, all that type of stuff. We're gonna take all of the good stuff off of the SLT here, the 94, and put it on that one. So that would be the second gen rim and tires, a little bit bigger, much better shape. I'm gonna pull the plow stuff off. Not gonna put it on, and trying to pull it off. The toolbox, that one doesn't have what's it called, a tow hitch on it, so I'll be swapping tow hitches over. And then toolbox and the trailer lights, and seats are better over there. But we might also, I don't know if it's possible, but I'm gonna look into seeing if I can't pull like the doors off, all this stuff, and convert that one over to electric windows and locks and all that stuff without having to switch doors. I don't know if it's gonna be a huge pain in the ass. I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm just gonna take and put or secure these and send this down the road. But yeah, this is a decent truck. I mean, it's actually, by the time I'm gonna be done with it, other than cosmetics, it's gonna be a really good truck. I'm probably gonna go ahead and screw with the door hinges and all that stuff and get the gaps and it sitting a little bit better. I know there's like little quirky things with the doors, like that one open from the outside. Neither one of the locks work with the key. I think it is, the key works, it just doesn't open and close or won't unlock it. Things to do with the mechanisms. And yeah, I think that's about it. We'll figure all that stuff out. That might be its own separate video, but for today we're gonna be doing water pump, O2, and brakes. I guess we'll get started. I think first off I need to hopefully I'll be able to push this back, get a hold on that with a pair of vice grips, and then get a wrench in there and be able to pop off the fan, get it out of there in some form. If I should have enough room, hopefully I can just pull it out. If not, I'll take the shroud off. Might do that anyways to get a little more room once I get the fan out. And see what I'm working with. All right, let's get to it. right, so so I've got this completely figured out how I'm going to. There we go. Should record that. All right. Wasn't lucky enough to be able to have this lined up perfectly, so I can use my pipe wrench to get all this stuff. Sometimes you can take it, a pipe wrench or something, not a pipe wrench, but a pipe, you can go over, slide over into that, and it works really good to keep everything like together. Try a pair of grips. Hoping that this is fairly, like, not gonna be all too tight. Usually you just take and hold on to the water pump, or like lock it here so it can't turn. Smaller wrench. You're pushing the vice grips off. Alright, should be on there good. Let's see, I need a way to keep it from spinning. And the other pair of vice grips to lock on to over here. All right, so I think I got this figured out. Yet, if I can just get it in a way to get some leverage on it. I need another extension, it looks like, or another breaker bar. Oh, I feel like I hurt myself. Let's move this over here. Yeah, I need more leverage on that one. This might probably be a breaker bar. Also, looks like I had my freaking play and pause backwards. So I was playing stuff when I wanted to pause, then had to pause when I wanted to play. So I missed some recordings. Drain the radiator. Really easy. There is a drain plug on the bottom of this particular radiator. Put it into a drain pan, put it in a bucket, and we're good to go. So now I'll be able to take and pull the upper radiator hose off, and then see about getting any fasteners. I don't think it has. I think it just kind of clips on from the looks of it. I don't see any screws. Yeah, right down there. There's a couple right down there, it looks like. One on each side. Hopefully that's it. Two there, maybe across the bottom. I'll have to take a look. And then I should be able to pull the fan shroud and the fan out, and look and see if I need to get the radiator pulled, or if that's going to be enough space. Okay, so 3/8 on around the radiator. Alright, so one side, looks like. Once, fan out. Grab. Yeah. So I got these mounted here. So alright, here, see what is taking off. Well, I don't know how much can I get. I'm gonna start with one. Hey, bolt there. Bolt, do that. Bolt, and then push one there, one there. So let's see if I can get. Take the bolt off there, and bolt off the. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bolts. Let's make this. Hopefully those get off right now. Just use a right now. And see, these will work a little bit. There might be another, even a shorter pair. Jesus, room to work here. Holy moly. All right. It's on there good. Good pair or screwdriver. Really trying to keep from cutting that, because that hose, so the heater hose, and it seems kind of short. Or not like short, but like doesn't have a lot of room to not extra space there. If I'm getting that. Alright, you don't want to watch me struggle with this the whole entire freaking video. Jeez. I'm gonna get this taken care of and we'll resume. Alright, I just had to get a screwdriver up in there, wiggle it around a little bit, then spray some WD, and then it broke loose. That's, so I guess I'll show you. One thing that I've learned over the years, kind of get the screwdriver up in there as far as you can, and then take the WD-40, shove it up in there, spray a liberal amount, wiggle the screwdriver around. If you do in a couple spots, so be it. And then usually after that, so break loose, just like so. Oh, part of a belt. So the reason why this thing's called, so this thing gained the nickname, the Exploda, you know, Dodge Dakota Exploda, because it's for reverse, kind of like calling a big guy tiny. This thing doesn't die. the key, the ignition is janky. So what I think happened is somebody was able to just shove a key in there or something in there. So some of these old Dodges, I mean, you can just shove any Dodge key in there and half the time it'll start. I don't know what happened after that, but like son came out here, or his coworker came out and told him your truck's running. So he came out and it was running and it was spewing coolant everywhere. What had happened was so it was running. He couldn't turn it off. It was weird. Anyways, the pulley or the idler tensioner or your tensioner seized up, broke the belt. So if it broke the belt, it's running with no power steering pump, which is probably the reason why this is all jacked up like it is. Or I keep saying power steering, but no water pump, and it was just spewing coolant out. He was able to get it turned off, all that stuff, but yeah, no damage to the motor. Actually, I think it may have ran a little bit better. It's had, like I said, the cable had been like trimmed way too many times, and you can see it right there. Was welded itself to the manifold. It heated through, arced, was welding, and it was just sporadically turning on and off as you're driving down the road. Till one day it burned all the way through and wasn't making any type of connection at all. Because of that, I think too, it burned up on the wires in the back. The terminals have been all freaking screwed. It's just been a whole bunch of little crap going on, but can't kill the truck for the most part. Now the water pump pulley came loose, and that happened just as I was backing up. I put it down. Wife needed to use the driveway to clean one of her cars, so put it down, got out, and turned the truck on, and it was just it started fine, was going fine, then it started making a horrible racket. So I turned it off, looked, I thought maybe just not this exactly, but a pulley had seized or something, and I looked in there, and no, yep, that's flopping around, not doing a damn thing. So we got lucky that I already pulled this in to do the work on it. I mean, it's got ball joints that are failing, but didn't fall apart. The rear seals have been, or the rear wheel seals have been gone out for a while. It still works. It's just does not freaking stop. It's gonna be kind of sad to see this one go, but we like the white one that I showed you earlier better. It's cleaner. It's also a really good truck. So I think, yeah, whoever gets this is going to get them a tank of a truck, that's for certain. It won't leave you stranded. It may break some stuff because it is a 30-year-old truck, but it ain't gonna leave you stranded. It's just gonna be minor stuff. Keep oil in it, and I think she'll go forever. Just be minor things. I think that's all that's happened. Everything else seems to be doing all right. AC actually works in this old thing. One modification we're gonna have to make is all of the belts. So I need to get a 7-rib pulley for this. Can't find any 6 that are the right size. We've got one that's too big, but everything else is 7. This one's 6 for some freaking reason. So I'm gonna have to cut down the belt that I've got for it down to 6 to make everything work, and it should be fine. And I'd just be running everything on the inside. But yeah, she leaks a little bit, but she's a good truck. I got on a tangent there. I don't know where I was going with it. Anyways, yeah, so that's how she got the name Dora the Exploda. They called it Exploda, and I decided Dora would be a good name for it. Dora the Exploda. Instead, Dora the Explorer. So there we go. So there we go. And green. I don't know why, but green just says Dora to me. Where were we at? Okay, we're getting this off. That's right. So heater hose is loose. Not really wanting to. There we go. Heater heater hose off. We got another water pump pulley bolt in there. What is this? 5/16. It's not a pulley, but have a hose. Goes to the upper radiator, or what hose does that go to? Heater hose. Hopefully I can get this undone. I might end up having to pull this whole front assembly off anyways. I doubt that I'll be able to put that back on. It'd probably be easier just to take and pull everything I can now, because the heater hose goes, no, what is that? Anyways, there's a heater hose or some sort of hose here. We'll see what happens. Let's go ahead and get the other, everything else loose. Probably metric. Maybe not. 14. I think I was this. Not good. Let's go like this. We still want. Oh, this is. Heavy on this. It is. Alright, I'm going to tell you for you. One more process. Jesus Christ. It's like you want to. Wow. That's it. All right, so I was able to get the water pump off. I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get. We're gonna try so we can get it back on. The new one on without taking all this off, just so I can get that on. Hopefully this all works. I gotta find some pipe dope though, so I can, or thread tape. Let's use thread tape on a few of these. I'll just do it on all of them. And so I don't think I have pipe dope. I don't know. Yeah, we'll find out. Try to get everything back on. All right, so I went and cleaned the gasket off as much as I could with a Roll-Lock. I'm gonna wipe it down, sprayed it down, and then this is what I like to do. So I still have a freaking gasket back here. Didn't even think about that. It's still here. All right. So gasket goes on like so. So let's. Oops, like that. So what I like to do is get some grease. I'm not a big fan of like using RTV for stuff like this. So get some grease. Don't need a lot. Mainly, you're wanting to get it to where it's using it as an adhesive to keep the gasket on, but it also helps with sealing. But it doesn't. It also makes it where, like, if you take it off, you're not going to rip it as easily. You might be able to get to reuse it. And it will, like, help seal up any of the smaller imperfections. Let's add a grease. Yes, the main thing I use it for though is, especially on the body side, or on the pump side itself, it's just for getting the gasket to stick while you're putting it on. Makes things easier. I'll do the same thing though on the other side, just to this is more help it seal to the case, in case you got any scratches or anything, or got a little bit of extra gasket material still left on the other side. So I usually put it on a little bit thicker, and I'll also put some around the neck to help it slide on, help me be more successful in getting that part to go back on. Make a little more loop here. Alright, we're all gooped up there. Well, I guess gotta get the thing I finished putting that on first. Just remember, I don't think that I actually tighten this up. Now put the grease on it. There we go. And might as well do the this also helps keep from having a hard time taking it off next time. That's the main reason. I've also used anti-seize, but I prefer grease. All right, now let's see if we can get this all put on here. What's going on? That went pretty easy, actually. All right, shit, bolts. Forgot to freaking I think I may have got one. Almost got one. God damn it. There we go. There we go. All right. There we go. Bolt hole is in that vicinity. And it gets this bolt. There we go. Maybe. Just. I know which one's the door to into. I think the car's only going to be two more. I think. That's good, I guess. So, no, I'm not going to go. It should be pretty easy to figure out though. I think the one, that one's not gonna hold, is it? There we go. That one, I think. That one. And then, I believe it was this one. Yep, that one, no. The long ones. Then we got that one. And that one. Okay. Alright, found it finally. So let's take and so honestly, I'm just gonna do a little bit on every one. That one didn't go. These are all like the same size, so I don't understand how it would go. Use that size. That's a big one. Big. So, alright, I go check this. This one. And this one actually works. It's not going to hold again. I won't do this one. It's not. I know it's not your longer ones. Alright. Okay, that's this one. So, oh, really? Okay. Yeah, we'll find it. Sorry, the jet. This is it. Couple times. Hang out. Okay. It's already good. It's in this nest. I think what the one I did now. I think that's weird. Yeah, oh, that's a bolt. I figure out what this is working right. Alright. That bolt goes here. Alright. Figured out what's happening. I was missing a bolt. So the bolt that I just tightened for no apparent reason. This one here, this is not a bolt for the water pump itself. It is for this tube here for the heater core, and I was trying to put that in one of those holes, and it just wasn't working because it's not where it goes. But I figured it out, found the other bolt, and now we got everything to put it back together. Nice decision. We got everything now. Really worked out. I believe. And I'm ready to get the rest. Ready to go. Alright, got it. Last one's here. Get started. Go get a wrench. Stay off. Alright. Let's hold the first and no, down. Got some deposit. Put it on this neighborhood. Alright, change of plans. Speed up things a little bit. Take this pulley off. You guys need a little bit of room. Yeah, that'll make things a lot quicker. Still gonna pause, but just showing you guys that a way to make things a little bit quicker. Take that pulley off and it should speed up the process. All right, that's everything done, but this one. So freaking wrong way. All right. Here we go. I'm gonna get some grease. Put some on. It's here. Yeah, so I don't need it, but that's what we do. Line up next time. Same with you. Up here. Just mix it all there. Grease goes all there. Everything lined up. Always leave it before you start on. Put in. Go. Slow on. Before I put the fan lights up, I'm going to go ahead and throw the belt on. It's much easier to put the. All right. Easier to put the thing on because the fan on the belt. All right. First, let's see how it goes on first. So that one goes over here. Some pliers. Alright, that's the first one. That's the first thing. This thing is getting ground. There we go. Alright. I'm going to do that for. There we go. Alright. I'll move on. Get the. Look out, but get two of those things. There you go. We're just going to like this. There we go. Down. Back at that. Over here, you can. Oh, yeah, all right. That was the Renix bar. Was actually on there. It is hard to beat though. Okay, next, I need to take and cut a reel off the belt. Is there anything else to cut? Yeah, we're good. All right. All right. Actually, before I go through do all that, I'm going to take and just check that this is going to be the right size before I destroy it. So far, it's looking like a no. Well, wait, yep, maybe this one will work. All right, I need 9/16. Nope, that is not a 9/16. 5/8. Why are my 5/8 gone? There we go. There's that one. And my socket is nowhere to be fucking found. Where's my ratchet at? All right. Huh? Actually, shit, it looks like it's gonna fit without cutting the rib off. Maybe I was, huh? It's in, it's in. Looks like it's, and we're fine, it looks like. Huh? Either it fits or it'll cut it, or it'll trim itself to fit. But everything's on there. Good enough for me. All right, get this thing topped off. I don't know if I have this mixed or not. It's gonna cure me. Let's do this. Let's spit. I'm sorry. There, it's on. All right, so got everything on. Make sure this plug is tight. Looks good. I'm gonna put the fan and the shroud back on together. You spin the, oh, there's metal right there. There we go. Spin the fan clutch back on. And then the big wrench. And lock it down. All right, I think we're good. That's on, that's on, that's on, that's on. Let's get the upper radiator hose on. And oh shit, I didn't. Fuck. I forgot to tighten this. Fun, fun, fun. All right. Good. Should be able to get it. An extension. A long extension. From had it and I lost it. Where's that little screwdriver I was using? There we go. There we go. Whew, good thing I remember that. We got everything tightened up. We got everything there. Just need to fire it up. I'm gonna pick up my tools, fire it up, and make sure we don't have any leaks. And make sure that thermostat's opening. I forgot to change the thermostat. It's still functioning, so I guess we're all right. We'll just have it. Next person, just have a spare one. All right, I'm gonna get everything picked up and we'll fire the truck up. All right, let's try and fire this thing up. Watch it make some noise. Make sure everything's gonna work. Making some noises. Seems to be all right. Okay, I'm gonna top it off. Let's see if I can find some distilled water in the house. All right, a second. So far, don't know if there's any leaks, so that's good. Got my overflow. Got to do that. Off the overflow as well. Okay, so I'm going to take and put this into time lapse. Just kind of with the eyes on the radiator here, so we know whenever the what's it called, the the thing opens, the thermostat opens, we start getting flow. All right, yeah, I'll do that. All right, radiator's getting warm. That's getting warm. It's gonna need to add more to the reservoir here. go ahead and turn her off. Check my fluids. Well, I guess I'll check my trans right now. Let's go ahead and throw it in neutral, or that other, well, yeah, I just checked it. It's supposed to be warm. I guess put it in neutral. I don't really have, there we go, now we got brakes. All right. All right, neutral we go. All right. Check the transmission. Oh, that looks like it's about empty too. Or it is. Oh, damn. It's warm, there should be something on the damn dipstick. Because it doesn't feel like having more freaking transmission fluid anywhere. I don't know if I do. I'm gonna go look though. I got some. I put it all in the other Dakota. Alright, let me find some transmission fluid. Alright, we got the fluid, transmission fluids. We're gonna top this off. It's gonna take quite a bit, I believe. If I got enough. I got a full US gallon, so that should be enough. One would hope anyways. Do put like 2 quarts in it. I'll drive it around. I'll let the temp and all that stuff. And then when we get back, I'll check it some more. You all hear that? Well, that's just amplified because they got this on there, but that's actually from the transmission. Never heard that before. Yeah, no. Looks like we're up to the min at least. So I'm gonna go drive it around, check all this stuff out, and hopefully everything's good. Alright, well, first impressions. It's suspension's much better, steering's much better. It feels, oh sorry you guys, you're so direct there. Wow, yeah, this is much better. The door is not shut all the way. Doing really good. Temp's holding. Thermostat's doing its thing. Scoot and goot. Yeah, shit and get, whatever you want to say. She's a ripper. I think they'll actually align it this time if I take it in. Now that really needs it now, but Jesus, I think if I can center the steering wheel on it, I think that would be it. I don't think it needs anything else. Battery's charging now. Brakes work. I think all it needs is a rear brakes done. I mean, she feels a lot better. Hopefully no one's out here. doesn't feel as quick as the other one. I wonder what the gearing difference is. You have to check to see what the gearing is on this one before I let her go. We'll just go through the neighborhood. Yeah, everything seems pretty good. I'm fine by it. Yeah, she drives a lot better. I'll have my kid drive it tomorrow, see what he has to say, because he's the one that drove it the most. But yeah, it definitely drives a lot better. But so I think, yeah, just do not wheel bearings, just don't want to do that. Do the O2 sensor tomorrow, along with the rear brakes and a little bit of piddly stuff. As far as like drivability, I think she's good after that. Let's check the AC out. Let's get that on. See if the AC works now. Smooth truck. I'm on AC. Oh, I gotta unheat this one. There we go. Starting to cool off. Doesn't start or accelerate at first, won't knock it down. Everything seems to be much better now. Just slower. I think it's got to have higher gears than the white one. Because the white one gets up. This thing seems kind of slow compared to that one. 114,000 miles is what it has on it now. Battery's good, temp's good, everything seems to be area. AC starting to kick in, it feels like. If no one's up here, I'm going to try and rip the corner in first to see if it'll break these. Just slower. Yep. I'm willing to bet this one's like got 323s or something like that. I don't know what the gearing options were, but it feels really, really high geared. Got some long legs. It does. All right, we're back at the house. I'll go ahead and sign off for the day. I'll check fluids again, make sure everything's good. Everything, it feels fine. It feels much better than it did before. AC is working pretty good now. So yeah, today was a success. Everything seems to be working really good. I don't know. I think the truck's gonna be all right. Get the last few things done, and should be good to pass on to the next owners. But yeah, all right. Talk to y'all tomorrow. Morning. All right, so we're back out here on the old green Dakota on Dora the Exploder. We're going to take and start on the brakes because I'd just rather do with that. Last thing we're going to do is the O2 sensor, and that will be the last of the mechanical shit we need to do. And that's all we're gonna do for this video. I might have another video coming out on this one before I list it to get the you know, these doors and all that stuff, all the problems, little other quirky things it's got going fixed. These tires are not going to go with it, so it'll be probably in the next video. I'll also do an introduction on the or a walk around on the new white Dakota, new even though it's older. But yeah, I guess for first things first, let's go ahead and get the ass end jacked up and get these brakes changed out. Yeah, see, that's time for a brake freaking change. Jesus. See the wheel seals. I don't see any leaking. I might not do wheel cylinders. It doesn't look like they're actually leaking, they're just dusty. I'm gonna go ahead and spray everything off and then get it pulled apart. Nah, I take it back. This is got grease built up in it. Yeah, it's gonna need replaced. Thought it was just dusty, but that's oily, with old dirt. So let's go get go get my tools and yeah, get these brakes torn apart. Alright, so next thing I'm going to do is take, that's a vent, alright, and crimp shut brake line coming from front. Hopefully that's cranked enough. Then we got loosen, oh, that's a small one, undo this brake line and take those two bolts off there. So I think I got the wrong size. Yep, I need a smaller line wrench. All right, before I try and break that line loose, or that brake line loose, I'm gonna get these broken loose. But I don't want to take them all the way off. Just want to have this disconnected for as little time as possible. Well, I guess I'm not that. I might as well get the new wheel cylinder ready. Try to get the right one. I don't know if it makes a difference, honestly. Can't remember. Alright. Right. That should be it. Bolts on top. Alright. That should work. Let's get these rods pulled out and cleaned up a little bit. I got a little bit of sandpaper. Not to worry about the stuff on the outside, just mainly here. Make sure we're not sticking in there. Make sure your seal surface is good. Just back in, hopefully. Yep, yes. Like so. Go. One in, pull the other one out. Same situation. Find the damn sandpaper. There it is. Just take this has got to be perfect. Boom. We're good. Okay. Now does this come with any look? Oh no, that's a shouldn't have came with any rings. All right, so get brake line broke loose. Of course, you can't get the freaking spring doesn't want to come off. Come on. There we go. So now I'm going to try and get these drums or the adjusters set, and they're really sloppy right now. Got a long ways to go. It's easiest to get them as tight as you can while it's still before you put your drums on. good enough for me. Still have the other side to do. I've already pulled, while I was waiting for it, the so my phone died, or my camera died. I realized that my card was almost full, so I dumped off some of the video off it, 'cause I only got the one SD card. While I was doing that, I went ahead and took the other side off, and I realized I messed up. I'm still taking them off though. All right, so I like to put anti-seize on freaking everything, pretty much, where there's a metal to metal contact, especially where it's going to get any type of dirt, or not just any metal to metal contact, where you can possibly trap water and dust and stuff like that, just to keep from, I'm not the one going to be changing these brakes next. It's for the next guy. I mean, puts a nice barrier in between. You don't have to worry about a lot of people say not to put anti-seize on freaking lug nuts. It is what it is. I don't worry about it too much. I've never over torqued them. I don't even hardly use a torque wrench though either. So, all right, should slide right back on. Maybe tighten that up a little bit. Should be able to pull them off. They're definitely too loose. You can pull them off. There we go. So now we do the same thing I just did on this side. On the other side, I'll just do a time lapse to get it done. We'll get tires put on, and then do the O2 sensor. All right, last thing I'm gonna do before I throw the tires back on is the brakes a couple times. Shouldn't be much fluid escaping. I'm gonna take and hold it with that. And then should be able to get a little bit of last bit of air out of the system. There. See if this quarter works or if it's a metric. All right, 7mm. Don't have a 7mm wrench, but it's loose, so maybe it's not. God damn it. Alright, that's good. To the other side. Oh, shoot. You know, if I took and took this clamp off, probably a little better chance of getting some fluid out of here. All right, pump them up again. Okay, now I should be able to get some fluid out of it. Air than fluid. There we go. All right. Let's check the pedal. And we got a good pedal. All right. Okay, so last thing, throw the tires back on. That's done. Get it down off the jack stands, get all my tools out of the way. And last thing on this for today especially is going to be the O2 sensor, and that shouldn't be too big of a job. On bolt, unscrew. I probably should have put some penetrating oil on it yesterday, but I didn't. Hopefully I don't come to regret that. All right, let's get this off jack stands. All right, that's O2 sensor right next to the plugs. Does it have? I don't think it has any other than that clip. Maybe that one. I might need to get a light. Oh, it's already look like it's. Oh, that was easy enough. Cool. All right. The fun part is going to be, I mean, who designed that? why would you put it? I don't know, maybe I can get a wrench there. But that's freaking asinine. Like, seriously. Who would do that? I can't tell if you guys can see, but I was able to get a God damn, there's almost no space up here. A line wrench on that. Jesus. There's nowhere to. Alright. Now let's see if I can't stack another 7/8 on the end of it to get some leverage. God damn it, not enough room. Like, seriously, whoever did this should be shot. This is fucking asinine. There's nowhere to get. Oh, fuck, I'm getting myself cramped in my back. I might end up having to find an old 7/8 and cut the yeah, I'm trying to loosen it, just making certain. Please don't strip. Motherfucker, that is impossible. Jesus. I need more leverage. Motherfucker. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna go get a pry bar and see if I can't figure out something. Because I don't have enough room to even slide an extension over top of this. I don't have one of those fancy pipe wrench extensions. Only one I have is I need to have the other end on. Maybe I can just cut the. I don't need this O2 sensor. Well, before I do all that, let me see if I can't find some other way to get some more leverage. Let's see, we got a pry bar here. Which one I need? Yeah, it's that way. Oh, that's why it skips up, because it's I might have moved some. Looks like I may have actually moved. Oh, may have been broken loose. Yep, broke loose. All right. You can even see what I'm doing here. There we go, I think. All right. Here's the new one. If I can get it in there without getting freaking crap all over the sensor. Alright, watch how I gotta move you. So I can use 2 hands for this. Got the thread started. Alright, no idea if you can see what I'm doing, but I got the thread started here. Just trying to get the oh, I'm not sure that Alright. And I'll give you so much before I work well. Let's go get it. Needs off. God damn it. Alright, you have to move. Alright. It's up in there. Everything's snapped in. It's tight. I'll disconnect the battery, reset the computer, and that should be it for these series of large little projects. So I just found out I got one more thing I got to do on this truck. I was going through the parts. I got an oil pressure sending unit that needs to be swapped out. It's in a fun spot right down there. Why is my distributor loose? That's weird. All right, I'm pretty certain these distributors aren't adjustable. I'll have to check into that here in a few minutes after I get this part done. But yeah, it's right there. Alright, I don't know what I can't see myself, so let me get up in here in the fender. This ought to be fun. But it shouldn't be too hard to get off once I figure out what type of clip and all that stuff. Well, that's probably the reason why it doesn't work. It's not even connected. Alright, well, we find a spot to mount you here. Works. I don't know if I can get anything down there. Let's see. Well, yeah, that's on there. It's not quite the right size. God damn it. All right, we go find a different one. 6 point. All right, 6 point. There we go. Well, that's See if I can get it started by hand. Here's the keep from pushing shit in the fucking hole. Oh yeah, that's one way to start it. All right, finally got it started. That was ridiculous. Where is the wire right now? Right. There it is. It's right there. All right, that's done. But pretty certain my freaking distributor loose isn't a good thing either. So all right, I'm just going to tighten it down as it is. I don't think it actually, like, you can't change the timing because it's all computer controlled. I just don't think it's mounted in there right. So I'll tighten that down real fast and fire this thing up after I take the battery off, clear all that stuff. Well, my battery freaking cracked out on me at the end as I was doing my sign out. So just real fast. I appreciate all of you that are tuning in. Please don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, comment, and share. And remember, if you're not dirty in the day, you're not doing it right.